who's actually going to get the most out of a 30-inch outdoor wine and beverage fridge, and who should just keep their drinks in a regular cooler. And, for the everyday buyer who isn't a professional sommelier, does the price make sense? If you're on the fence, stick around. I'll walk through the scenarios where this unit shines, the moments it feels a little forced, and whether the cost is justified. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the biggest hesitation people have with any outdoor fridge is the fear of it becoming a white elephant piece of equipment that sits on the patio, consumes power, and never really gets used. You see a sleek glass door, imagine it holding a perfectly chilled bottle of Pinot, and then wonder, what if I only pull it out for a weekend barbecue? That's a genuine concern, because a dedicated under-counter fridge is a commitment: electric, space, and budget. When you look at the RLPI 30-inch model, the first thing that feels relevant is the dual-zone design. The left compartment holds a range of 35-50 F, which is ideal for white wines, Ross, or craft beers you want a touch cooler than ambient temperature. The right compartment can dip down to 35 F, which is basically fridge level for your reds or even sparkling wines you'd like to keep on standby. The two drawers slide out like a traditional wine rack, so you're not wrestling with tight shelves. You just pull the drawer, grab a bottle, and push it back. In a real-world setting, say, an outdoor kitchen with a bar counter, this design means you can store a dozen bottles of chilled whites for a summer brunch, then switch to a few full-bodied reds for an evening dinner without having to adjust any settings. If you're a casual host who enjoys a few bottles of wine on a patio or a backyard party, the fridge's fog-free thickened French glass door really matters. Traditional glass doors can sweat, fog up, and obscure your inventory. With this model, the UV-blocking glass stays clear even on humid mornings, so you can instantly see what you have without opening the door and losing the cool air. For someone who likes to keep a rotating selection visible, that transparency adds a practical convenience that's often overlooked. Now, who should consider buying this unit? Home entertainers with a dedicated outdoor bar area. If you have a built-in counter or a covered patio where you regularly host friends, the dual-zone drawers let you keep both whites and reds at their optimal temperatures without juggling a portable cooler. Wine enthusiasts who have a modest collection, the 30-inch width accommodates more bottles than a standard two-door mini-fridge but doesn't dominate the space like a commercial cellar. If you own, say, 30 to 40 bottles and want them organized in a way that mimics a traditional rack, the drawer layout is perfect. People who want a set-and-forget device, the RLPI uses an advanced compressor that's marketed as efficient and vibration-free. In practice, this means the unit runs quietly in the background, no rattling that would disturb a conversation or a backyard movie night. If you value a low-profile, silent operation, this is a solid choice. On the flip side, there are clear situations where the purchase feels redundant. Apartment dwellers without outdoor space, if your balcony is just a meter wide, fitting a 30-inch fridge under a counter is a logistical nightmare. It's a piece that needs room to breathe, plus a dedicated power outlet. Occasional drinkers, if you only crack a bottle or two on holidays, the dual-zone advantage is overkill. A simple insulated cooler or a smaller countertop fridge would accomplish the same goal for a fraction of the price. Budget-conscious shoppers, the price point sits in the higher mid-range for mini-fridges. While you're paying for the dual-zone capability and the glass door, you're also paying for the design aesthetics. If your budget is tight, allocating those funds toward a better sound system or a high-quality grill might bring more joy. Let's talk practical strengths. The first thing I noticed after a few days of use was the temperature stability. Because the two zones are truly independent, I could set the left drawer to 45 F for a chilled Sauvignon Blanc, while keeping the right at 55 F for a Pinot Noir that I prefer a touch warmer. The temperatures held steady even on a hot summer afternoon when the outside temperature hit the high 80s. That reliability isn't just a number, it translates to consistent drinking experiences. No surprise of a wine turning warm mid-event. Another point worth mentioning is the energy usage. The unit runs on a standard 115-volt outlet, and the compressor cycles are relatively short. I ran a quick test with my home energy monitor and saw an average draw of about 150 watts while cooling, which is comparable to a mid-size window air conditioner on low. In real-world terms, that means a modest increase on your electricity bill, not a runaway expense that would scare you away from using the fridge regularly. The design of the drawers also plays a key role in everyday usability. The slides are smooth, and the handles are wide enough.